Yeah, I'm on my own. I don't need no one. I don't. Yeah.
Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to adjust the chain tension on my sur-ron. It's been so loose that when I let off the throttle, I can hear it tapping up against the frame. This is what it sounds like with the loose chain. Ready? So my plan is to go to Home Depot, get some tools, and then I'll walk you through how I'm going to adjust the chain tension. So first, Home Depot. So I started off by putting the bike on a chair to lift the back wheel. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to loosen this nut right here so that the rear wheel can move around. I'm using a 17mm wrench for this, and I'm using an Allen key to hold this end. So now that I loosened that, you can see the wheel can move a little bit now. So what I want to do now is I'm going to use the 10mm wrench. I loosened this bolt and I turned this one righty-tighty. That brings the chain tensioner out. And you can see now the chain is much tighter. In fact, it might be even a little too tight. So I'm going to loosen this by turning it lefty-loosey. You want about 1 to 2 millimeters of play in each direction. And then I tightened this to keep it secure. And I made sure that this notch in the silver part is on 1, 2, and then the bump, which I made sure was the same on the other side. 1, 2, and then the bump. Made sure that the wheel is straight, just eyeball it. Now I'm just going to tighten the main bolt that holds it all in. I'm just going to hit the throttle real quick, make sure it's nothing's falling out. Alright, I'm going to take a quick ride, make sure I didn't mess anything up too bad. So the first thing I'm going to look out for to make sure I tensioned it correctly is any change in power. At one point I put it too tight and I noticed the bike felt weaker. So let's just pop a wheelie. Wow, that feels so different. So that's definitely the tension it's supposed to be at, because before, when I hit the throttle, there was just a millisecond where you could hear the chain retensioning. Now it feels much more responsive, but not any less powerful, which is nice. Wow. Wow. You know what? Woo, you know what? Don't do what I just did, because when you realign the rear wheel, you're not quite sure how your brakes are going to behave. So let me just make sure the rear brake is chilling. Yeah, we're good. Nino. Wow, it feels like a different bike. I actually think I might need to loosen it a little bit. It's also quieter, how about that? there you go, significantly quieter, no chain rattle noise, more responsive acceleration. Sounds like it's the right move. I definitely recommend it if your chain was as loose as mine. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys.